What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another rebuild for the Houston Texans. This isn't really another rebuild, but this is kind of another rebuild for me. It's a realistic rebuild. Something, I wouldn't say strange happened. My PC decided to basically just commit on me, which was super duper cool, but I kind of like the way the start of it was, so I kept it. We actually made the playoffs at 8-8 with the Jaguars taking the division. This is what the season was like. You know, nothing really too spectacular. Duke Johnson, the ground game just wasn't great here for the, I don't even know how many years since Arian Foster, but all of them, I'm just gonna say all of them. I remember Alfred Blue was one of their best running backs in the last decade almost, it seems. These are what the receiving stats are like. No, Brandon Cooks did not go up, and Dev Fuller obviously did not. And Darren Fells did. He's actually the projected starter right now, especially with the cap situation. Look at the O-line. Not bad numbers. Defensively, yes, McKinney did go up in Dev to superstar development, so that's another reason why I wanted to keep this file. We re-signed Conley to a 2-year. We re-signed Will Fuller to a 4-year, I believe. And I think that was it. Sack totals, not great. Pick totals, kind of a meh. Kicking Fairburn, he's on the team for several years now. As far as awards go, we were in the top 5 for a few. Watson with one of them in the top 5 himself. But this is what the roster looks like. You know, basically heading into the draft and all that without a first-round pick, without a second-round pick. We were talking about how the Texans roster interior line is kind of rough. Tunsil, though, I don't know how he's playing in real life, but in Madden, I think he was 86, 87 starting out as a 26-year-old here. So as far as a Madden trade goes, I would be happy with that all day and tomorrow. But in real life, I don't know. Linemen are very volatile. They, sometimes they're gods, sometimes they're not. Also, the coaching staff helps quite a bit as well. Receiving, I didn't really think this team was going to be as good off as they were for receiving, but Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller, they seem decent. Of course, I'm not happy that they still have Randall Cobb on the starting roster because of how much they paid him. Duke Johnson and David Johnson, I can't get rid of David. They offered a lot of guaranteed money to their players. I don't know why they did, but hey, good job. As far as the team goes, I want to get rid of Merciless. I want to get rid of, well, I don't know if I want to get rid of Greenard, but I want a starter there, a new one. I'm gonna say it though. This team, I don't care that they broke their elbow. This team is in a very rough spot considering the cap situation because, Deshaun Watson had, all the money in the world that he just got. We are going to free agency. So I'm sorry once again that, the whole start of this is kind of messed up. But at the same time, we're here. We got through it. You still liked and subscribed. I had a really, I promise you, there was a super funny sellout in the beginning. Totally super funny. I mean, I said funny things about you liking and subscribing and follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, and second channel, Pkr Plays, and twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. I said there was probably going to be a stream tonight. Of course, that'll most likely stand and all that. But, oh man, it was a funny joke. It really wasn't. Wow, it was bad. As far as where I want to go here, I would have loved to get Gronk. I would have loved to get Rankins. But I would also love to get some cap space, which we just simply do not have. I mean, best case scenario is just getting a bunch of these, people nobody wants. Ooh. I don't know if Darius Geis is, an actual criminal or not, but, if he has been convicted, he probably will be back, right? I don't know. This could be something. All right, interesting move. We get Trey Burton on a few years, 29 years old, 79 overall star. We get Kyle Allen for the future, but we're still broke. You get another tight end, Hakeem Butler. I'm also a little surprised by some of the other acceptances. We got Jason McCourty and Sidney Jones on pretty cheap deals. I mean, hey, our defense is getting a bit more depth at least. But as far as cap goes, I don't think we can do much more. Oh, we get a Ndamukong Suh. This is a bit of a big signing for us. We need all the help we can get. And, of course, J.J. Watt brings out the veteran presence in every veteran. All right, wow, pick 25 in the third, eh? I suppose to make the playoffs when you have no first or second round is, well, that's the main reason why I don't want to redo it, because 8-8, I did not expect to make it. 2, this draft class is kind of bad, so I'm feeling it. You know, I'm feeling like, hey, why not? You know, why not just live your life as a me? I didn't get a chance to scout every single position, and honestly, of the players we have scouted, I'm not feeling great about them anyways. I'm just going to go to our pick and see what we got. So 25 in the third. Wow, this team is not looking great for draft picks. Kevin Dalton is still there, which is usually kind of like a bad sign for us. Tight end, Adam Love. I know we don't maybe need a tight end right now, but really it's about trying to get lucky, right? It's just get lucky, get a guy that's hidden, especially when you have no draft picks. I didn't even get to finish scouting that guy. I don't really have a player here that I'm like, I have to have him, you know? Dalton, if he's normal, he's a bust because he's 23, and we'll take Kevin Dalton. Screw it. 70 overall normal. Yeah, that's it. I don't feel confident with any of the players here, so I'm just not going to trade up. It's going to be a very quick draft. You have 2 fourths, which is not. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we traded Kenny Stills for a 4th-round pick right before the trade deadline, so there's that. Sterling Longwell, we still need pass rusher. That guy really didn't get the job done for us. 67 overall. Definitely a guy I would definitely want to use more than the last one. Bit better speed, better block shed. Very similar in every other aspect, though. So if we're going to start a no-namer, that would probably be the guy. We have 3 4th-rounders. Okay, this is a debatable one. Jalen Kelly looks like an absolute steal, and players go around this. Very high comparatively, so I'm going to take Mr. Jalen Kelly, the DT. 70 overall, I mean, once again, not a bad pick. Athletic, there's maybe something there, right? Super young, 21, 22, couldn't be much more than that. And then this pick could very well be a running back for me. David Vickers, was it Vickers, Vickens? I don't know. Center, Mr. Shane Stover. I mean, we need line 2. Randolph is the guy I really want, but he's 23. Ooh, Gatewood. Hello. We didn't get Geist. Did we get Geist? Because if we didn't get Geist, that Gatewood guy could be like a starter for us. All the potential in the world. Elusive backs just don't seem to do well. I know we are probably running a vertical power anyways, but elusive backs just don't do well for me in general, so we might be reaching a little bit here, but Mr. Gatewood, I think, is the answer. Mr. Steve... Oh, my lord. Steve Gatewood. As far as a user league goes, I mean, that's not bad starting potential, especially for a bigger power back type of guy. Bad injury, bad stamina, bad toughness, but it's not a bad pick. But for us, yeah, that's a sell. That's a sell, unfortunately. We might end up trading down here as well, because I don't think any of our players are going to be here, unless we get lucky. Yeah, they're all gone. Nice. Like, who do you take in this situation? Who's this guy? Power? No, thank you. He's too slow. He's like a 99 negative speed. That's not true. Do we take Wendell Ware? Screw, we'll take Wendell Ware. We'll risk it. 71 overall. Hey, not bad, actually. Maybe a starter in the future. I don't know. Late 5th, I'm all right with it. Safety's all right. I'm going to take him. Mr. Kemp, 65. Oh, wow, we are selling. We are selling. Ben George, whatever. Hidden, please. 65 overall. Yikes. This class is one of our worst classes ever. However, we didn't waste this 1st or 2nd round pick. We basically had all 4ths and later. It was all late picks. What could you really ask for, you know? And I don't really know if there's a point in looking at the draft recap because we had no hiddens. I mean, we didn't miss anyone because we just didn't have a chance at anyone. We do get our draft picks. We get our 1st and 2nd round back. Darius Geist wouldn't sign with us, but he will sign here because he's literally forced to. Well, he's not forced to, but you know what I mean. And in this sense, he's kind of forced to. Let's take a look if there's any of these eligible players, and if not, we'll just move on with the team we got. This guy's actually not a bad wide receiver. He's not actually asking for that much either. Another thing is I'm really hoping a lot of those guys who are looking at Merciless and some other guys can be released, because if not, this cap situation is just terrible. I can't believe how bad the Texans are for cap. At least with the Eagles, they can't afford players because they have good players. I know they're always injured all the time, but the Texans just have too much money into players that aren't the future. All right, so Whitney Merciless, I mean, it's not a lot of savings, but we're saving a little bit. Duke Johnson, David Johnson. I mean, this is a really bad cap situation, man. Nick Martin might need to be let go. Screw it, Nick Martin's gone. Saving, what, about 4 or 5 mil there. Duke Johnson, I don't know, dude. I don't know what the cap stitch is. Geis, which I mean, we'll have to see how he plays. JJ, which sucks. Reed could suck. Duke, we might trade. I think we can get away with it. I think just barely. All right, I'm not going to lie. Season 2, I don't really feel like we did much for the team. I really don't. Darius Guy's back in the NFL. Hopefully he doesn't, potentially do any of those crime things. I don't know, dude. But the receivers, I mean, the tight end position's a lot better. The top 2 receivers, I mean, they're good. QT is going to get the full nod at number 3. Cobb, which would just leave the interior of the line, is still rough. Tackles are only getting better every year, though, which is nice. The thing is, this is going to be one of the worst pass rushes I've ever had in a rebuild with 2 rookies starting on the outsides. We just could not get anyone. I tried to get Tyus Bowser. He didn't want to join. I tried to get Ryan Kerrigan. He didn't join. I mean, players that just, I don't know. They just didn't want to join us. Kerrigan would have been huge to try and develop these 2 guys. But hey, maybe this is kind of like a similar to our New York Giants rebuild where we had 2 normal developments. Obviously, these guys are a little bit worse, but playing the outside linebackers and they both go to star in the same year. I mean, that was huge. We need a new free safety. D-line, we're going to need a new DT. Pass rush, might have to replace both guys. Corner, we probably need 2 starters. O-line, we need the entire interior. I mean, there's a lot here needed, but we do have Deshaun Watson, which is nice. The real question is, will we have J.J. Watt? Because, he goes to free agency 9 times out of 10. I just don't see how I'm going to be able to break that, trend. Damn, I actually thought that was going to be an easy one. I was about to literally say, and this is what I'm talking about, but no, it didn't really. All right, so we can already start signing some of these guys. I think Duke Johnson we should trade off for like a 3rd. I don't know if anyone's going to give us a 3rd, maybe a future 3rd or a this year 4th. I'm not really liking the fact that we have to re-sign quite a bit of players. We're about to find out what we can sign. I know for a fact I want Reed because the value is there. Okay, I mean, I like it. I like the numbers. Let's give a 6-year for Justin Reed. He's the future here at safety in the back. Excited to sign J.J. Watt. I ain't going to lie, $50 million on a 2-year, that's a bit high. And why does his head kind of look like, I'm trying to think of who he looks like. His head just looks strange. Looks like Frankenstein head. I don't even know. But this is a bit of money. I'd be willing to give him a 2-year 40, but at this point in his career, I'd rather just tag him. Honestly, I'd rather tag him. Duke Johnson, I mean, we're only about 5 weeks in, but what are his numbers looking like? Of course, he is the backup right now, but yards per carry decent. Last year, he was just bad in general, though. I think we're going to trade Duke. He's a good receiving back. We got to find a team that would like him. Maybe even the Patriots again. Jason McCourty, of course, not going to re-sign him. He might even retire. David Johnson, please just leave. QT. It's going to be one that's probably going to cost us in the end, but we're probably going to let this go until we see how he plays. Fells, sorry, can't do it. Geis, if he plays well, he gets the contract, simply put. Nick Martin, we released him and then signed him, got him for cheaper in the long run. And look at how much money this guy wants. Like, relax. The Patriots just could not afford him, even though they wanted him. But we give Duke Johnson to the Jags for a 4th round. I know it's an interdivision trade, but when you're the Texans, you got to think the Jags they're not really all there, even though they did just win the division. So, yeah, another unrealistic move by me. Grats. I mean, unless things change, it's going to be one of the weirdest seasons I've ever seen because I can't re-sign Geis because he's just not playing well. But yet we are. Jesus, Xbox, you want to take all day here. But at the time of that sim, we were 8-2. Ooh, okay. Relax there, Houston. We were 8-1 at one point, so we went on a bit of a streak, it would seem. 8-1 right here, 8-2, 8-3, 8-4, 10-4, 10-5, 10-6. Relax, okay? Please. What was the Jags? Okay, I'll take that. I'll take it. I do say, though, Deshaun was off to a good start. 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions at the Week 9 point, I believe. Didn't finish as strong as he could have. I ain't gonna lie. 9 weeks in, 450 yards for guys, 4.1 average with only 1 touchdown. He smoked it after that, and now I feel bad. Trey Burton with 10 touchdowns at the Week 9 point, absolutely smoked that, but the receiving numbers are looking yikes. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this information. J.J. Watt with 13 sacks. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're in the playoffs because as far as progression goes, outside of maybe Geis, who might not even be on the team, next season. I really don't feel like we progressed as a team. We really didn't get better. We just played better. I really don't know what else to say. It's very strange. But here we are, going against the Bengals. Big surprising team there. At home we are, which is nice. All right, we won the first game last time, so I don't see why we shouldn't be able to at least win this one as well. I know the Bengals are kind of glitchy, but we should be able to win. We're still a better team as of right now. 7-0. I mean, the offense should still be good. You got the 2 tackles. If you're going to have a bad line, the tackle position being good, that obviously is huge. You know, the interior suck. Really, dude? 24-10. I mean, I will say, in fairness, this defense isn't great, but it's better than 38 points to the Bengals. Who even is their receivers? Boyd is the number 1 guy, I would imagine, at this point. Like, what, did Higgins come alive? Quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson got outplayed. Geis played pretty damn well, actually. You know, pretty similar to Mixon, maybe even better, depending on yardage. I mean, both didn't really have a big run. Yep, I guess Tyler Boyd is the number 1 there. T. Higgins really didn't partake. Yeah, I mean, just not a good performance by us. That's very unfortunate. I already headed into year 3, and like I said, I feel like we just have not progressed. You know, obviously the draft was bad. You know, the free agency was just not great. Like, we didn't sign anyone young. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If Geis goes to star here, I think we will sign him long term. If he doesn't, I'm not sure. We might just keep cycling. Like freaking Lance Armstrong. The Cowboys win the Super Bowl over the Bengals. That's not true. That's the Ravens. Geis does dev up, which means he's going to be an 83 overall. We could have saved so much money just signing him. Of course, we don't. Love it. Well, okay, so I was mentioning, we didn't really, progress, but both Longwell and Dalton do a dev up. I know their overalls aren't great, but I ain't half mad with that, obviously. There's some potential here. There's definitely some potential here. Now, that kind of saves us. Sue does retire. Cornerback, definitely an issue, but okay, the pass rushers both going to star is definitely a bit of a curveball in a good way. As far as re-signings go, Geis, not really asking for that much more. If it turns out to be a bad deal for us, fair enough. He's a backup. $5 million per year is fine. Let's see what else we have. Maybe Peter gets a contract as a backup. I think Kiki QT's gone. And then for JJ Watt, I believe this is going to be a tag, right? Can we just do like a $5 million salary, $20 million bonus? So it adds up to like a $32 million contract. That's not bad. Yeah, for him it is, though, because he gets 20.9 guaranteed. Well, pretty much guaranteed there. Kiki QT, like we said, we're going to let go. So re-sign the backup, and we'll be into free agency with no money. I hate everything. I'm just going to throw that out. I hate it all. $3 million. Nice. Jesus, Deshaun, you want to leave some for the rest of us? No? Okay. Bradley Roby, please. Yes. $10 million saved right there. That's massive. Oh, Cobb. Oh, we coming for you. Oh, see you later. Here we go. Okay. Things are starting to turn around here. Mr. Eric Murray joined the team. Okay, not as much, but I'll take every savings we can. Why do I feel like we've barely freed any space? I'm just going to be honest. It just doesn't feel like we saved any money. All right, so we did save money. We have $27 million to work with. I mean, there's some very tough names to pass on. Unfortunately for us, though, we will be passing on them. There's not really much of a choice. Harold Landry would be cool and all, but yeah. Wyatt Teller. Okay, so there's some names here. We've done the Ronnie Harrison thing a few times. I don't really want to pull that again. James Daniels. There you go. Okay, new name. David Njoku is there, too. Anthony Miller could be like a cheap number 3. I know he wants a lot, but Deontay Harris. Maybe get his chance as a starting wide receiver, perhaps. Sims would be perfect slot. Dude, we don't really need a slot. We actually need the starter. Of course, Preston has a contract, which sucks. All right, so not the biggest of free... You know what? It is the biggest of free agency because we land an 83 overall center. We land... This one costs us not as much. It costs us like a 4-year 33. However, I pretty much fully guaranteed the thing. We also got Sheldon Richardson on a 1-year, and then we did give a 4-year, like 15 mil to Josh Jackson. He still has star development somehow, unless he just got that back, because he definitely does not deserve it in real life, I'll tell you that. But because he is star here... He is the new number 2 cornerback with Sidney Jones / Lonnie at 3. The team definitely improves quite a bit with those signings. I ain't going to lie. That offensive line definitely makes a turnaround. And it's even better because we do have to re-sign Sharpening, I believe. I always call him Sharpening. It's Max Sharping. So, yeah, definitely a bit of a savior. I tried to go tight end. Apparently, Njoku's not interested. Trey Burton was pretty good for us, though, so, it is what it is. Kind of thinking of the future, but I guess I don't really need to worry about that right now. Might even just pull all our offers. We're pretty good. Oh, we did get Njoku. Had to bump it a little bit, but not bad, actually. Not a bad signing. Titus Howard, I think we're going to try to re-sign him right away. I think no matter what, you're always going to have to pay him 10+ per, or tackles in general, so... Yeah, a little worried, but it is what it is. So, for the final signings, we did get Connor Williams, which is kind of nice, 77 overall. We got a punter, Fox, to replace, I believe, Anger this team has. And then Anthony Miller, not a bad number 3. Unfortunately, the guy I wanted more than all of them, Mr. Terrell Edmonds, does not sign with us. Overall-wise, team's not looking bad. Of course, some players will be kind of like a 1-year fix. Marquise Pouncey, that's a 1-year fix. Offensively, everyone's pretty much in place outside of that. DT, that's a 1-year fix. JJ Watt is literally a 1-year fix. We have to, probably re-sign him. Gary Connolly, I think, needs a contract. Probably won't give that to him. And we don't have a free safety. So, yeah, looking at the needs in the draft, safety is definitely the number 1. And safety is usually the one we can easily get. So, O-line for sure. Everything else might be perfectly fine on the offense. Looking at the defensive side of things, maybe a linebacker for coverage. Maybe a D-lineman. His eyes are really close together, and it scares me. But D-line for sure, and then a safety obviously might be the number 1 need just because we have literally no one. So we do have actually a lot of draft picks. As far as safeties go, Mr. Stephon Richard looks like the prime candidate. If he sucks, we'll go for Jared Ross. If he sucks, it'll be too late because the draft will be over. That guy's 23. I'm not having it. Of course, Weaver is... very early. We have this guy. I'll put him on the damn list. Put all the damn players on the damn list. Damn. And then as far as cornerback goes, which I really need, sweet. So as far as a late first goes, this is some of the best talent I've ever seen. We have an option at JoJo Holiday, who looks good, but I don't really need a wide receiver. We have a pass rusher, Brandon Myrick, who looks good. We could kind of use a pass rusher. That's the thing. Bronson Hales looks insane in a user league. There's no chance I pass on him. Darian McKnight looks good. But here's the thing. Nelson Young, not Mandela, looks pretty damn good himself. As far as what I would want, I didn't get to scout this guy, which pisses me off. As far as what I think we should go for is, I think we should go for the tackle. He's going to be normal dev. I cannot wait. Why? Normal development. And then we're going to go for this freaking DT, which we don't... Do we need? Yeah, we do actually need. Oh, we need a bat, actually. Straight up. All right, we trade 56, 88, and Coulter for 22 from the Dolphins. Coulter is 23. So our next pick is in the 4th round. Hopefully we didn't sell too hard here because there is some other good players we might have been able to go for. Yeah, but none of them as good as this guy, right? This guy's insane. TJ Stewart, if he's normal, I cry. Bruh, the drafts are so bad. Yo, I sold so hard. I forgot about the safeties. Biggers, which, I've got a keyboard right here. That is cutting it close, my guy. Do we go with... I should have just waited to grab that guy. Do we go with Jared Ross? I mean, he's got the combine grade. Yeah, screw, we're trading him. With the Rams, too. The team we all know and kind of love, tolerate. I don't know. We do something with them. But we do have some picks. Okay, we might be able to pull this off. Remember, they'll pull off both. I can't wait till we draft yet another normal dev. It is just my pleasure. I was out here thinking, hey, I'm going to get a starter. Might be an overtrade, but whatever. We'll take it. You know, we're moving up a full round into the third. You know, if it was the 5th to the 4th, fair enough, but this is a 4th to a 3rd, which is quite a bit. This guy's raw, but I just want to hit him. Yabba dabba doo! I will never do that again, but it was kind of funny. Jared Ross, basically a cornerback with hit power, 68 hidden. I mean, as you will. Guys that don't expect or look like they should be superstar or a star or whatever, X Factor, whatever he may be, they always are. Gotta love it. I'm happy. I really do like Trey Burton, but I mean, I need to get this trade up. 110 and Burton for 80. We do have Njoku, is obviously younger and actually viable for the future, so I don't know. As far as this pick goes, the center, I mean, his strength looks bad, but everything else looks good, and I mean, it was a good draft pick, just no hidden, so, I mean, what can you do? There's really nothing we can do to control that. Or everyone should be hidden except for the safety, but yet the safety's the only one that is hidden, so what can you really do out on these streets? Brett Barnett, like the name, it kind of rhymes-ish, so I kind of want to just take him on that simple merit. I've done more for less, so I'm going to do it. I wish this was a different day. Jose Ellis, 64 overall normal. Nice. All right, we're going to take Zimmerman as well. Hopefully he doesn't shoot. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. We're going to just release him right away. For many reasons, but also because he's trash. And then our 7th round pick will be sent away to the Seahawks. All right, the only hidden, please. Jared Ross. He's already down in morale. He's still not feeling it. Little does he know, he's a freaking X Factor. Damn it. Number 23, I like it. I like it. At least we got... Nah, there's not really much I can say. Honestly, I'm defeated. I will take a look. You know, there were some decent players we mentioned. You know, it was a pretty stacked second round, so we'll take a look. Right after a 63 overall left tackle. I mean, wow, what a pick. Myrick, normal development. Yeah, oh, nice. This is something. Bronson, hey, I mean, so far, yes, we could have done better. Oh, here's the guy, Darian McKnight. Kind of a hybrid, kinda. Could probably get away with him at coverage. What is his development? Please be Superstar X Factor. Oh, nice, Superstar, I love it. My favorite thing to see in the world. We seem like we made the right call, and yet we didn't. Yeah, I can't really be bothered. Who cares? I told you we getting rid of him. Distasteful attempt at a joke. He's gone. Don't worry. He can't tempt me no more. Well, good thing we drafted a starting DT to use. I really thought that guy was going to be a god. Skip the combine. Decent potentials. Absolute ass. My favorite. I love absolute ass. I ain't gonna lie, Brian Anger was a lot better than I thought he was gonna be, so he's gonna play. I was gonna get rid of him, but no, he's gonna play. All right, I think we're in year 3. I can't really remember, but this is what the roster looks like. O-line definitely improved, but for how long? Well, actually, for quite a while, because center is the only position we really need to replace in the future. Tight ends, decent. Don't know how he's gonna play. Maybe we made a terrible decision giving to Trey Burton. Wide receivers, I don't know how long they're gonna last, because the hell's going on here? Get some dev ups, boys. 28 for the lads. Oh, Lord. Okay, wide receiver might be on our list soon because that's not good. Defensively, we need a new DT. I mean, the whole D-line, we needed a replacement. Corner, it just didn't happen. And surprisingly, we actually got a free safety like Ross. Nice. All right, we're in week 12, and the season could really go 50-50 from here. J.J. Watt's another tag because he's just not willing to work with us. Titus Howard is a 5-year deal. I don't know why he only wants a 2-year. He's like, I'll take some money, but I really don't want to stick around in Houston too long, so, maybe give me a contract and then send me on my way. Gary and Connolly, a 3-year 17, honestly, as our number 1 corner right now, I'm willing to give it to him. That's how desperate we are here at corner, and I know Houston fans are pretty much used to that. It's really been like this since, Jonathan Joseph was young, which was like the 1920s, I think. All right, headed to the playoffs, and we see ourselves with, really, okay, I mean, thank God the rest of the division was terrible, but 8-8 from 6-3, I believe. The Titans, how were they? All right. The Colts, like with these types of seasons, I just got to show you guys we didn't like force any wins or anything like that because it's just like this division, this division has way too much talent to be pulling stuff like that. Deshaun Watson, 4,700 yards, 33 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Not bad, but I mean, I'm looking for more. Guys got scammed on the touchdowns, but I mean, realistically, yards weren't that great anyways. Brandon Cooks, please, for the love of Jesus, get to superstar because Fuller, he's a lost cause. We need a wide receiver soon. I really thought maybe they were both 27. They're not, unfortunately, so that's a rough one. J.J. Watt with his best season, I believe, in this rebuild. McKinney absolutely crushing it for us. Fairburn, not bad himself, but he's a kicker, so do I really care? Not too much, if we're going to be honest. Deshaun Watson at number 7. As far as awards go, I can't really think of a single one won or a chance to win. Ross at number 2. I mean, I don't really see any award win, unfortunately. But yeah, we get to go against the Cleveland Browns. We aren't home. We're only down 2 overalls, but it's the Cleveland Browns, so unless we were up 10 overalls, I wouldn't feel super confident. All right, 7-0, not a bad start. Of course, they tie the damn thing up. We get 3, and there it is. It begins, as they say. Oh, clutch drive before half. That could be the difference between advancing or not. And it's looking decent. I'm not going to say, oh, we won. We beat Cleveland. But I say by 20, but that did not hold. But 34-21, I am all freaking about that. Baker Mayfield just got outplayed. Deshaun Watson was really good there. Geis even took 2 touchdowns. He still looked really good. Looking at the defensive side of things, I mean, nothing really big at all. Jared Ross with a pick, McKinney with a pick. Ross, not a bad little rookie season. All right, the Buffalo Bills, 85 overall. We're now an 87 overall. The Bills are actually kind of a little sneaky good team, so a little worried about that one, but we'll do our best. And by we'll do our best, I mean I will do nothing because I have no control. I may have to be the Bills one of these Maddens. That is a sick-looking stadium with the snow. I just love it. I just like it. I want some more of it. I'm sorry, that was just, no. All right, New England. You know, if you don't mind winning the game, I'd be all about it. Not that it will matter because we aren't going to make it any further. Or will we? Or will we? Okay, relax. Houston, there you go. Touchdown. I mean, I believe in this defense a little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. I think if we can get our points about 30, we should be good. That's the level of defensive trust I have. Like, that's a win. That's a win. Like I said, that's a win. I believe in after 30 points scored on offense, the defense can hold down the fort. I'm cool with it, you know? All right, Deshaun Watson, 33 for 42. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Yikes for Geis. Nice touchdown, though. Defensively, interesting. So, wow, a lot of sack total. I will take all of the sacks and total them. I don't know what that means. All right, to the championship game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep, can to say it before it happens because you already know it's going to happen. 87 both teams, but it is the Chiefs. Remember the whole, like, 30 points and one? Nah, it's going to be, you're going to need about 40 on offense in this one. And more snow. I'll take it. Can Houston go to the championship round? Let's find out. Okay, the Chiefs waste 0 time. Didn't even get to blink before a big touchdown happened. I mean, they're up 14 points. Look at this. Relax. Kansas, stop. Please stop. Sir. Okay. They do have the ball here, but defense. Oh, that was clutch. That was the biggest play of the game. Offense can do nothing. You're down 11. This is a situation where I think you really think hard about going for it. You got a fast quarterback. You got a fast set of receivers. Hell, you could probably trust Geis up the middle, but I'm me, so I'm not going to. And Fuller is pretty open. It's a little, poorly thrown, but it's going to lead to a huge play, and there's no one in sight. Cooks is gone. Yo, there's just nobody there. What a play. Of course, it's going to be a 2-point conversion. I don't know if they're going to get it or not, and they do. 9 minutes left. I'm just saying, I gave him a little bit of a push, and by a little bit of a push, I mean like a gigantic push. 2 minutes left, and the Chiefs punt the ball, we win the game. I don't care, dude. It's a rebuild. I get to control the game, right? Come on. It's part of my life here. I spent time doing this. I get to control the outcome a little. Just a little. Mahomes had 9 minutes left, and they were still leading, and they choked it. Mahomes threw 2 picks, okay? That's on him. Suck it, Mahomes. I'm sorry. Please don't throw for 10,000 yards this year because of this. Anthony Miller actually came alive. Frank Clark with 3 sacks for them. It was just a group effort for the defense. And Fairburn, please do not miss a kick ever again or you'll be cut. Actually, don't know if I have the ability to do that. Just saying. And here we are going against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Let's see. We have some dev ups. I don't know who would have had one, but... Oh, there it is! Brandon Cooks with a dev up. Of course, none for Fuller. Maybe McKinney? None for McKinney. Really, I mean, it was just Cooks, but I'll take it. But that kind of, it's like, why didn't Cooks get a dev up earlier? Didn't he have like a better season? I mean, I guess I think it goes by being a top percentage in 2 different categories, yards and touchdowns, I believe. So I think he had to be top 8 in the league, which I guess, to be fair, any certain year it could be different. The Eagles, though, 85 overall. They're not looking, unstoppable. I'm just saying this could very well be a win. I have no idea how long of a video this would be because of that, because that first year was kind of like iffy. So kind of comes down to what the edits are like and if we do another season or not. As far as Houston goes, I mean, this window is kind of ending. Even with Cooks getting superstar dev there, you're losing J.J. Watt soon. You're losing McKinney soon. You're losing Cunningham soon. You're losing, Will Fuller very, very soon. You're about to lose the center. Tunsil's not the youngest guy in the world anymore. So it really comes down to, well, what happens if we even win the game here? And then 2, how much time we have in the video. Oh, God, this is not looking good. Oh, God, that touchdown. No. Okay, I mean, there's still a chance. Oh, defense doing well. Offense, come on, make it count. Please, offense, just do the damn thing. 4th and 6, you're going to punt. Defense locks up again. I mean, defense, like I said, I feel like defense can hold for 30. If you can get up 30 points, I think, well, I mean, not up 30 points, but if you get to 30 points, I think you win the game. Oh, there it is! Geis for 97. Is that the best run in Super Bowl history? Obviously, we don't know what it was like, but yardage alone-wise, that could be. And if Philadelphia doesn't score, which they didn't, the Houston Texans are on top of the football world. I was about to say once again, but no, not once again. Literally just on top of the world. I have no idea what we're going to do because, of course, I didn't really expect to win. I thought maybe we'd win the championship, maybe get to the Super Bowl at best. Nothing really beyond that. But, hey, Houston fans, yeah, you did it. Of course, without DeAndre Hopkins, that's going to be really hard in real life, but it's doable, right? It's definitely doable. But, yeah, I still think the Houston Texans are probably missing something. We got a new left guard, got a new center. Right guard is new. The tackles are developing. Darius Geis was a monster addition. He was just more consistent than the other guys. Njoku really didn't matter. Tight ends, we just needed a new tight end because Darren Fells, even though he played all right, he's just not the guy. He's too young. Too old. Yeah, too young. I don't think anyone's ever said that about Darren Fells, even when he was young. The wide receivers, they developed. Looking at the defensive side, the 2 rookie linebackers, I know they're still young and they're still developing, but those were huge. Cornerback Gary and Connolly kind of held down the fort for a while. The new safety kind of helped, and then, of course, Reed just killed it. McKinney, basically the player of the rebuild. I'm trying to think of, who would be on the thumbnail. McKinney's got to be on there, though. I'll tell you what, maybe Geis makes a thumbnail entrance. I don't know. But as far as, quarterbacking goes, not really good from either guy, but Watson did have the yards and no picks. Geis was just a monster. Looking at receiving, Will Fuller was above and beyond. Cooks did all right himself as well, I suppose. What else do we have? Defensively now, Derek Barnett. So, sack totals weren't great. Pick totals, though, once again, that's been the key. Turnovers. We have forced pretty much, I think, at least 2 interceptions each playoff game. And here we are again. And with that being the winners, Fairburn, please freaking stop. What was the length of this one? From 30 to 39. Gotta love it. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Maybe you'll hear this, maybe you won't, because I don't know how much of the video is, usable because, that first season was kind of whack. 3 years for the Houston Texans to win a Super Bowl. Interesting. I think we may do another year. We'll see. But in case we don't, and the video isn't long enough, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Kind of a quick one, a little unexpected. And it's strange because the team should be better than 8-8, but I also don't feel like the 8-8 team should win the Super Bowl. So obviously Deshaun Watson being a very high overall helps quite a bit. Pretty MVP-like numbers in fairness pretty much every single year. I still think maybe this team is a little too premature. I like Reed. I like McKinney. I like Watt. But that's just not enough on defense. I will say the offense is super good. This defense almost just proves that it's super random on how your defense is going to play in Sim. This is a pretty low overall defense. There's really not much more to say about it. I mean, you got these guys. 87 finesse is cool and all, but they're still getting better. They're still learning. The D-line outside of Watt is pretty average. Linebackers, McKinney's great, but Cunningham's pretty average. Corners are super average. Might even be the worst corners in the league. O-line is top tier, I will admit. Tight end's decent. Wide receivers are very solid and fast. Quarterbacking, Deshaun Watson's obviously one of the best. And then Darius Guys actually developed pretty damn well for us. But at the end of the day, I just think it was a bit early. You know what? I'm just going to do another season. Screw it. Whether we do it all or we don't, I'll be done after this. Unless, maybe if we do really well again and we don't win a Super Bowl, maybe just see if we can get that Dynasty going. But overall, yeah, that's really all I can give you. Marquise Pouncey, I actually don't even know if we can afford any of these players. No, we can. We can actually afford pretty much all of them. As far as J.J. Watt goes, he's a 92 overall, which isn't bad, but I really don't want to give up a $2 year, 36 mil. I mean, it's not bad, right? I'll give it if he wants that. Really? Like I said, that money, we're 11 mil savings for one less year. That's really not on par with what we want. As much as I think we can replace Marquise Pouncey, he played so well, you got to try to keep... Okay, bye. DK Metcalf is a star development monster. Not asking for a whole lot of money here. This is a tough one for me to pass on. He looks absolutely nuts. Let's see what we can do with Will Fuller. You can make the argument that, damn, Will Fuller is the one guy we can't get rid of. Really? 10? They freaking... Was that us that locked him up? I don't know. Somebody locked him up. It's a bit of a yikes, ain't gonna lie. Well, it appears that DK Metcalf is just gonna, join a different team. We only got one of the free agents we offered. It's Paradis. A bit of a drop-off from Marquise, but it was good enough to win the Super Bowl before. Why shouldn't it be now? Because he's worse. Of course, now when it's almost a clear-cut base safety. Corner? Corner? Beast cornerback? Could be a little bit of a trade-off if there's no corners. Just saying, maybe. That's too risk. That's probably too risk. That's too high. Why didn't I take Biggers, by the way? All right, we did not get Love. We did not get Haskins, but we got Gill and Gandy. A Gandy Gill. I don't know. Well, that turned out pretty badly. Maybe not for this guy. I think we're just going to trade everything up. Got Burke Irvin and a couple of backup corners. 80 overall right end. If that isn't another Chase Young clone, I don't know what is. All right, Cleveland kind of needs a safety. I kind of view this guy as probably more of a corner with a little bit of hip power. So, yeah. All right, Ware 96 and 32 for 22 from the Browns. Not bad. All right, Deontay Baxter, please be a new corner or I cry. I mean, what can you do? Honestly, what can you do when you get a 77 overall normal? He's the number 2 true talent player. Yet guess what? Still normal dev. I mean, I'm not really... Jermaine, what up? I'm not really sure, what I do here. Linebacker is a need. One of these two. Ooh, I could take both of them. Center's on the list. DT is on the... I mean, it's a lot of guessing, isn't it? Wide receiver. Okay, yeah, that's the number 1 need. If I have to, I will start trading stuff for next year. All right, 64 and 89 next year with Kelly for 49 from the Cowboys. Did we overtrade? Probably. Do I regret it? Obviously, I always regret everything. Emery Franklin, can't wait for a normal dev guy. Thank you, EA. Thank you. Insanely fast, really good juke, change of direction god. Injury's bad, but no one cares because he's a beast. Please be superstar, I'll be happy. Let's go to the third round, see if the linebackers there. If he is, we're trading up everything else that we have. And it might be the end of the draft, honestly. We give the Broncos a fourth this, a fourth next, and Holcomb for their third round pick. Pretty fair trade, I think. I think it's fair enough. Right, Chad Smith, super fast, 23, hidden development, right? Normal. An absolute user god, but normal. Interested. If we have a pick for a fullback, we'll take a pick for a fullback. I don't think we actually have a fullback on the roster at the moment. Trade this pick down because I think we can get that fullback later. Let's take the fullback. Maybe not. Let's reach for this tackle. Why not? This is why you reach for that. I mean, I guess he probably would have been undrafted anyways, but I was like, you know what? Why not? And yes, he is absolutely garbage, but he is hidden, so makes our best lineman draft pick forever. Fullback time. JP Walker, he's terrible. And then we're just going to skip to the end of the draft. We had two hiddens, the wide receiver and the lineman, so finally something more than one. All right, Baxter, the new some position at corner, right? Something. Don't know what overall will be. 77 down to a 77. Emery Franklin, hidden development. The new number 3 automatically. No higher, no lower. Development is... Yeah, it is superstar. Okay. I thought it was going to be star, but I will take superstar. And then for the tackle, this is going to be undoubtedly star development. But you never know. We've had crazier. We definitely have had superstars later on. Not going to be here, but... I mean, I'll take it. Not a bad guy to be developing in the background. It's not bad at all. Our final season, we just, won the Super Bowl. So if we lose, not really much better we can do from that. I don't know who the hell this Johnson guy is, but he's star. Franklin at number 3, of course, because he's superstar. Offense looks decent. A little bit worse than last season by center grade, but outside of that, not worse. Defensively, Baxter's in the new number 2 because Jackson, I don't know if he's like 29 or something. He's 27. Just really has not progressed. I think we got him as like a 76 overall, didn't we? He's gone up 2 overalls in 2 seasons. That's brutally bad. And, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the roster. All right, I have no idea what the future holds for some of these players. I will say, though, Laramie Tunsil, that is a lot of years, my guy. Brendan Cooks, I think you can get away with a 4-year at Superstar. I think. So we're going to sign him. As far as Sheldon goes, no. Blacklock, I mean, he's been very, very average. Yeah, I guess we're going to sign Tunsil. Worst case scenario, hopefully you would be seeing maybe 87 overall by the end of the contract. That would be ideal. Watt, if he's even around, another tag, unfortunately for him. McKinney, even if his overall drops, I think he'll still be viable. So we'll give him a 2-year deal worth 15. And now we have money on money. And this is why I did not want to do another season, because this is the way the game is. 8-8 on a season we should have done better. And then after the Super Bowl, only getting slightly better, but not worse, do we go 5-11? 5-11. Once again, maybe a little egotistical. I don't really care in the end, because I get to end the rebuild and say that we did have a success. But looking at the overalls, I mean, 89, 88, so there's 2. 2 on our level, kinda. The Bengals, I don't know how they do that. Oh, Jair's probably a big help there. There's one team higher than us. One team higher than us. And we went 5-11 with the debatably best quarterback in the game, like top 3 quarterback in the game. Gotta love it. Take a look at the numbers. Deshaun Watson, almost 5,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, 11 picks. Rushing, I really don't know what the hell is wrong with this team. 3 1,000-yard receivers. None of them going to dev up, though. Maybe Njoku, but I think you need touchdowns as well. Defensively, McKinney with another great season. Could go to X Factor. Of course, doesn't really matter too much for us because I'm not going to come back to this. It was a straight-up success, and that's really all that can be said. You know, maybe we could have done better. Maybe we could have done more, but it's Madden Sim. I can't be bothered. We built a 5-11 MVP season, as you will. Nice. Gotta love it. Julian Phillips, quarterback. Interesting. Looking at any other awards, you might have won. Deshaun Watson. I mean, that's just hilarious. Emery, Offensive Rookie of the Year. So the most awards we've won in any of the seasons, and we went 5-11. I'm just, I'm not mad or anything. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. Going to the Super Bowl week, let's see who's in it. The Packers versus the Ravens. This is 100% a Raven win. Exactly. Let's take a look at the overall of the team. Let's see what we're looking at. So, no dev up there. Franklin's obviously superstar. Looking at the defensive side of things, Longwell goes up to superstar. Nothing else really happens. Actually, I think Baxter might have went up to star, did he? No, he did not. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the realistic rebuild of the Houston Texans. Let me know what you guys thought. If you Texans fans are like, thank God that Bill is gone. Regardless, though, hopefully the Packers win, and that's about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys, maybe leave a like if you did enjoy. Maybe subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays. Follow me on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. And also, we'll have a stream tonight at some point, I would imagine. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!